All right. Ready?
Yep. Folks, Fudgy Smugglers, we are back.
We're back, baby.
Hell yes, I'm comedian Jeremy Dooley, joined as always by fellow comedian Stephen Bradshaw.
Fellow
Stevie B.
comedian right here. What's going on? It's been a couple of weeks since we
has
caught up
been.
in person. We did have that fantasy sports podcast last
Yep,
week.
we had a
with the
special
wonderful
guest, Ryder Jack.
Ryder Jack. What's the for? Because I know you swim in some similar circles. That's not the phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any feedback from the friendship group about how Ryder Jack went?
There was a lot of people who were disappointed that they weren't mentioned by name.
Oh,
That's
do you wanna
probably
give them
the
a
big
shout
thing.
out?
Nup, stuff them.
You're not important enough.
There was a lot of people like, oh, how come I wasn't mentioned? Or how come you had him on? Like I, have way more into it. I've got Excel spreadsheets, like
That's probably that's why you weren't invited.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's your rationale. That was nice. That was a fun episode.
It was a fun episode. Fantasy sports season has kicked off.
Certainly has. Lots of kicked off in the sporting world. What about in general? You've been doing the last couple of weeks. You've been gigging.
I've been doing a lot of gigging. One thing before we get into like the gigs.
Yes.
I brought this up a few weeks ago on the show, and you were shocked
that you'd never tried Hungry Jack's.
Correct.
Don't worry, that's come back to me. A few people have said, what the hell's going on? What do you mean Dooley's never tried Hungry Jack's?
So the other night I had Hungry Jack's.
Yes.
After a show, and I thought I need to give this the respect and treatment that it deserves.
The most burger thing. I think I need to sort of culturally diverse myself. I need to get out and I need to try new things. So I pulled into the Hungry Jack's drive-thru.
Yep. I ordered because I was like, all right, I don't really know their menu.
Yep.
So I thought, what's something that I can order where I've got like a direct comparison to Macca's. So I got a large double cheeseburger meal. And I ate it in the car park at the Hungry Jack's.
Okay, not on the
drive-through. No, because I thought I need to I wasn't sure if there was pickles and not a pickle guy. So I'm like 3 bites in, car next to me. I turn and look. They were in the front row of the gig.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad.
It was.
Oh, that's so pathetic.
It was so bad, and I had a hat on, I had a hoodie on, so I don't know if they really recognized me, but they certainly looked long enough, and I got like the lean forward from the person in the driver's seat. I was
no! Oh, the things you do for the pod. How was it?
Okay, so the burger was good. It felt a bit microwaved, but like the burger was solid.
Not the best choice from Hungry Jack's.
Okay. The chips weren't into.
Oh, you don't like the thicker cut?
Nah, they got an all right seasoning on it.
Yep.
Macca's Coke though, way better than Hungry Jack's.
I'll pay that. So if you were going for that, you should have gone for like a bacon deluxe, which is basically a double cheeseburger with bacon. Elite. You should have just gone Whopper. You don't go. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's because they're different burgers. You don't get the same burger. That's my feedback. But I am stoked. I'm over the moon.
Yep.
That you've gone out, you've tried it, and that you now have at least got something to compare it to. But I do believe the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Fair
I don't think I'll be detouring to a Hungry Jack's anytime soon.
All right. It's a shame to hear. What was the gig that you were at for that?
It was, what do they call it now? Young Street Tavern.
Oh, so this was a Frankston car park.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And I just ripped on those people in that group as well.
And then, that's fantastic. I love that. What else, any other exciting?
Oh, look, a lot of
had a few great gigs from
It's been a big few weeks. I was on with Denise Scott. Which was a lot of fun.
Comedy royalty there.
Yeah. That was at the East Ivanhoe Bowls Club, which was fun.
Yep.
Myself, Denise Scott, and Johnny Katz. Hot audience.
They were a tryout for Hey It's That.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Or for Full Frontal or something. It was great. It was a really, really, really hot audience. They were lovely. They gave me some merch, which, I love. You do a gig and they give you something.
the best.
Yeah, I will wear that T-shirt out. Like,
Yep,
I'll wear it.
I got a West Coburg Bowls Club T-shirt. I wear on the reg. I've got some stubby holders that are very, very high in my esteem that I use all the time.
Yep. So that was good. I was on at the East Geelong Golf Club with Dave Thornton and Anna Perry, and that was again a lot of fun. Really loose audience.
Yep. What, in the cheeks and the neck?
Yeah, everywhere, in every sense. Yeah. So Thorno, at the start of his set, he's like, I'm just a little bit curious. Like, make some noise if you're under the age of 30. Like, no one. Okay, if you're in your 30s, 2 people, 40s, maybe half a dozen, 50s, maybe 10 or 12. Make some noise if you're in your 60s, and everyone's like, yeah! And it was a younger audience than the gig I did with Denise Scott. So that was fun.
Love that.
And then I was at Young Street Tavern, which was great to just work out some new stuff. Was at Comedy at the Nash, which was a gig that happened. And yeah, it was, bit on, bit happening. So it's been good.
Very good.
Mate, you've been traveling. You've been getting interstate.
Been getting interstate.
Give us the lowdown.
Did my first ever trip out to South Australia for some gigs, which is fantastic. I took our mutual friend, Zach Riley, in the car. We had me and him up front. My partner who traveled with us was in the back.
Yep.
And there was kind of a rotation going on because in the back, 3 seats, 2 of them folded down, 2 1x1 meter stages that were kind of leaned on, and this lovely little cove that you could kind of fit a human in the back seat. So people weren't happy when they were sitting in the back. It was very uncomfortable for 8 hours, 9 hours with stops. And then we dropped her off in Adelaide. Me and Zachy went down to the beautiful York Peninsula, which I didn't know was a place. Did you?
No.
Ever been there?
I thought it was in the northernest point of Queensland.
There you go. That makes sense. I thought it was in Wales somewhere. Yeah. But the York, absolutely stunning. Went out there to Postecoglou Brewing, which is in Minlinton.
Okay.
But apparently it's called Millerton. It's at the Adelaide language barrier thing. But it's spelt Minlinton.
Never heard of it.
I'll tell you, great night, packed house, drank a lot of beers, a lot of Postecoglou. 16 different beers on tap.
Wow.
Awesome brewery, fun brewery, packed out. The locals who I absolutely love and adore. I wish they'd pre-buy tickets because I was a little bit nervous the day of, but everyone bought on the door and it was fantastic. Sold a shit ton of stubby holders. A lot of people drinking out of a Stephen Bradshaw stubby holder right now. Let me tell you that, Dool. So that was fun. Me and Zach did sort of abridged 35, 40-minute versions of our solos, which is fun. And then we went back into town. We did the Rhino Room.
Mm-hmm. Great room.
Iconic. That was fun. And then on Saturday, we had Bright Star Brewing, the 4-comedian 4-beer show. And that was fantastic. Crowd loved that. So yeah, overall in terms of gigs, and went off to the Barossa for a few days, had some wine
with Zach.
Chilling. Yeah, me and Zach just had a bath together.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yep.
Some massages.
Yeah.
It was good and nice. We did the thing from Lady and the Tramp of a piece of spaghetti.
Yep.
Oh, mwah. So it was that, and then drove, and I haven't stopped since. Drove back on Wednesday. I was in the city on Thursday.
City gig,
an ambush gig, Dools. I love it.
What gig's this?
One of those ones where literally a week before I did put a post on my story, like of Zach in front of a packed house at a brewery in South Australia, and then at this ambush gig, but fantastic gig. A lot of fun. Some people were there and had booked tickets for the show. Some were just there and having a beer or having a pizza or whatever. But everyone did really well.
Yep.
Which is a bit of a surprise. You know what it's like when you walk into an ambush gig.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, not this.
If you're sitting there watching or listening, an ambush gig is when they're generally free gigs and the people who are at the venue don't know that a comedy show is about to start, and they get ambushed by comedians.
Yes. Which is, I told that to the audience as well, because I thought let's just address this. And then I just said exactly what you said. I said, it'd be very different if you're having dinner at home and an ambush gig.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. Also, I was at a Best Western. Listen to this joke, Jules. Write this down. You can use it. I think you already know what the punchline is. Because I was like, this is the best Western? I'd hate to see the worst Western. So I kicked off with some hacky stuff, which was fun. I was also at the Nash in Geelong. Then I had this corporate kind of weekend.
Tell us about your weekend.
Corporate weekend. I went and hosted a trivia night for Victoria University on Saturday. A bunch of, and I'm a Victoria University alum.
Ditto.
I was, yeah, absolutely. Advertising and marketing was my thing. I don't want to brag, but it wasn't just a diploma; it was an advanced diploma.
Hey,
so kind of a big deal. And so I went and hosted trivia, and it was all these online students that had never met in person. And they came together, and that sounds like, this could be weird.
But when you said that they came together, it does sound weird.
It was that good of a show. Let me tell you, we all did all at once.
The Holy Grail.
But that was a lot of fun. Open bar. I had to drive to Geelong because I had that thing today, but I couldn't really take advantage of it. But really fun night, which I loved. Thank you, Victoria University. And then today, I was the MC at the Geelong Comic and Toy Fair, Jules.
Wow.
Which is very exciting.
Speaking of people who live online, that's,
that was it. And I don't know if you know this about me. I do have quite a large graphic novel collection. As you know, I collect there's a lot of footy cards, a lot of basketball cards there, which is very cool. I got a lot of comic books. I got some figurines and stuff. So I didn't realize how much in my element I was. I think, as you kind of described, when you picture people at a comic book fair, you're thinking kind of nerds or online and those kind of things. Nothing like a little bit, but like it wasn't like that. And everyone was very impressed that I knew what I was talking about in terms of when I was going around speaking to the exhibitors, talking about what they had. It was a really fun day. I haven't done anything quite like that before, where you kind of literally for 4 hours, I'm just walking around talking to people and pretty much nonstop. And I had an absolute blast.
Great.
It's fantastic. Have you ever done anything like that before?
Not an event really like that.
Falls into our realm.
It's one of those things you do get asked to do all sorts of weird gigs as a comedian. So I got asked to be at the most recent federal election to be a vibe guy. And I was like, what's that mean? And they're like, we just need someone to just be like on a microphone at like where you go to vote, just outside, just to bring good vibes because they're worried about the aggression of some of the parties. I said no. That's not my sort of thing. So you get asked to do that. You get asked to do some really odd things and gigs in odd places. So what was the coolest toy or comic or thing there?
Cool. There was like a Frank Miller Wolverine #1. That was cool. One person was very excited to show me. He had a Star Wars #1 comic book, which was in good shape. There's a lot of cool stuff. One guy was very excited once he heard me talking to the card collector people. Came up and showed me. I don't think it was a steal. He bought Cleveland Cavaliers LeBron James game worn patch card, and he'd only paid $90 for it. He was like, his head was spinning. So like little stuff like it was fun. A lot of kids there as well. Little Billy running up to me, telling me every time he bought a new Pokemon thing. So it was a very wholesome afternoon, which is nice because if you get one of these corporate gigs, it can often be very stale, boring.
I got a few coming up and I'm just like,
exactly. So to have one a little bit more wholesome, a little bit in my wheelhouse as well. I had a great day today.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I had a pub lunch today. And now I'm going to be doing a show at said venue. There'd been a bit of chatter, but I was just there I was just there having lunch and people were looking at me and they're like, you got to speak to the manager. So I like to do a show.
Yeah.
So I booked in a show. It was a good lunch.
Yeah. Very successful lunch.
Wagyu rump.
Oh. Do you want to name the venue, or are you saving it?
Saving it for now because I'm just waiting for the date to be 100% confirmed.
Yep.
But,
All right.
might get you on the show.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yep.
Maybe, and then live budgie smugglers. Who knows?
Yeah, could do that.
Love that. All right.
Hey, look, it kind of doesn't fall under like Australian sport.
Okay.
But I feel like we need, like, have you...
The gambling?
Oh, the NBA stuff.
That's wild.
Whoa.
And have you dug into it much, or have you just looked at it kind of surface?
I've been away, so where I was, there wasn't a huge amount of like consistent reception. So I've been like trying to like read stuff, but it's just been taking too long. But the cliff notes of it are pretty insane, and they reckon it's going to like then spread to even more. This is just like the tip of the iceberg.
It has to, and I think a lot of it, I mean, some of it's pretty dodgy. I don't know if you saw any of the poker stuff. I saw
what the glasses can do when it like sees through the cards.
And then like there's like an app in your phone that reads the cards, and you have a thing in your wild, highly illegal stuff on the poker side, which obviously involved Chauncey Billups predominantly. But the in-game stuff, very easy to manipulate. The biggest one, I think, the biggest red flag, well, there was two. There was the Chauncey Billups knowing that they're about to start tanking and Dame's not going to play, and then he's told a few people. And then also, I think that Terry Rozier one where he tells his mate, hey, I'm going to pull out early today. And then they bet the under on the points. So super dodgy, not kind of, I didn't feel like they were manipulating games or anything like that. But like you said, this will just spread like wildfire from here.
There was some of the Blazers stuff where they, the players had been averaging very high minutes in the 30s. And then in one of the games when they were up and the players were in like on fire in that game, they just got benched for the last couple of minutes and then lost the game.
Yep.
So a few things like that, but the Terry Rozier game that's most in question, geez, it's hard to watch. Like, it's like, whoa, he's making the dumbest passes that are like a child would make.
Yeah. Very interesting, this stuff, because I feel like with particularly Chauncey and there's movies, there's documentaries about, I know all the players every year had a big talk to in the AFL, in most sports as well. But if you start doing illegal poker games, you're mixing with, like some of the names.
Mafia families.
Mafia, that kind of stuff. And then if you get mixed up in them and then someone says, hey, I need you to do this, you kind of, it's either you do it or you're dead kind of stuff. So it's pretty crazy.
Wild times.
Wild stuff.
Wild times. All right, let's get into some of the comments. There's been a lot of...
That Charlie Kirk post never stops.
It's still going.
Never stops. Do you want to talk about your balls?
The balls one has copped a lot of stuff here. Doc slid into the DMs. Cricket ball is number one. Running your fingers over the stitching. I feel like he needed more in that sentence there. Cricket ball is number one. Running your fingers over the stitching. Okay, there's more. Okay, he probably needed a comma. Practicing different leg spin actions, then different off spin actions. You can also put it in your pocket and use both hands if you need to. Yeah, that's great. Well done there, Doc.
You got some good feedback here from Dame, and honestly, a great list. A kid-sized football feels good to throw.
Yep, got some love hearts, which is always, which we love. It doesn't really make any sense for what we're doing, but that was from Corey Mood. Don't know. That felt a bit weird, actually. The sheep comment, about sports that Australian sports we could put in the Olympics. That we would guarantee well. And we mentioned sheep. Taps _2K. Nah. Handball in a 4-square court.
Yeah. Good call. Ishi over on TikTok. Aren't the world champions for sheep shearing? I assume they mean sheep shearing. South African. Did you know this?
I did not know that.
South Africans known for their shearing of sheep?
No.
And then another one, Lieutenant Parker said, New Zealand will eat your shearers for breakfast. Yeah, I bet they would.
I'd do a lot more than that, I'd imagine. The bit of bit of few opinions about Johnny Furphy being the best Australian dunker.
Oh, yes.
Lucas 999 ______. There's a lot of underscores there.
Yep.
He commented, isn't even close from Ben Simmons and Furf. So on the Simmons band.
As the best dunker?
Wagon. Yeah, apparently.
Oh, that's not even close.
I mean, Simmons did a lot of dunking in his early career, but like the quality of Furphy's dunks have been just next level.
Posters, that kind of thing. We also had the person in Perth who dressed up as Stephen Hawking, which is my favourite one.
Got some good ones. We go 1 for 1 here.
Yeah, got Wi-Fi, get your own connection. The scary part is Hawking has been to Epstein Island, which we did touch on in the episode. I didn't feel that was appropriate to post on the internet, though.
Another comment on that comment from Interstellar Horizons, I'm guessing in the Hawking voice, suck my joystick.
Which is very good. Blues Girl loved the part where we said he rolled into the club.
Yep. Not a bot, very real person, which sounds like a bot.
Sounds like a bot to me.
How did bro think this was a good idea? Hopefully he wasn't pulling the face and doing the voice too.
My favorite one, I like that some of our older posters are getting comments as well. But we did do a post about all these Aussie sports as the top 5 sports teams that shouldn't be a national sport team but are, in which we mentioned fistball. Obviously, never heard of that as a sport, but Fistball Australia reached out and said, shit, yeah, and a fist emoji. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try and get Fistball Australia on the pod so we can find out what it is. I had a look at their socials. It seems like the boys are having fun.
I got a message. This is just a general comment, which I thought was very funny and summed it up very well, from Moet, Moet.
Yep.
Underscore Shan underscore Don.
Okay.
So, which I think is that wine?
Yeah.
Moet Shan.
Yep.
Shan Don.
French champagne.
Yep. Champagne. Okay.
Champagne. Sparkling in Australia, produced out the Yarra Valley.
I'm guessing it's not from their official page.
I don't think it's the official Moet.
Moet underscore says, this podcast is infuriating. You guys know nothing about what you're talking about, and that's why I listen every week. Keep up the good work, boys.
Thank you, Moet underscore Shan underscore John.
And he came back around. I'm guessing it's a he based on how it was written.
Yep. Could be they, them, she, whoever you are, Moet Shan Don. You hit the nail on the head. We have no idea what we're talking about. It's part of our charm. It's part of the reason why we do this podcast, because we think it is kind of fun to just talk about stuff. We have no idea what's going on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the comment. We appreciate it. Audience question. Here's a question I got asked 1,000 times today, Jules, and yesterday. How did you get started in comedy? Which I don't think I've ever asked you on this pod. We've never spoken about that. Our listeners, maybe they're interested to find out how you got your start in comedy.
I guess there's two stories for me. So the first half, when I was in high school, I was in a double act, and we, our teacher when we're in year 12 drama, our teacher, to kind of stop us from being smartasses and derailing the class, she said, hey, the Melbourne International Comedy Festival's got this competition called Class Clowns. Maybe you could be less annoying to everyone else and enter this. And so we entered that, went through the heats, ended up winning. So that was kind of like the first thing, but it was literally, so that whole thing happened by chance. Like at the start of year 11, I was doing a different class, and then halfway through that year flipped into drama, and me and this dude became very fast friends. We're still great mates to this day. But then, so after year 12, we then did WA Fringe Festival, we did the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and then we didn't do comedy ever again. That was in 2003. Nothing. And then in 2021, during COVID, I was working I had a few different jobs. I was working in sport. I was also doing some corporate stuff, like leadership sort of thing. And I was piss farting around at home, in my jocks, eating cereal, sending emails, had Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars getting coffee on in the background. And one of the comedians said, comedy is just storytelling, but you end on a laugh instead of a lesson. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if I could do it. And I knew that the guy I did comedy with back in the day just had no interest in doing comedy anymore. So I thought, oh, how do I do this? So I didn't know how to get a gig. Back then, there was no social media. So people would just come out to us and ask us to do gigs. And because we'd won things, we were getting gigs quite easily.
Yep.
Now I was like, oh, how do we do this? And I looked up open mic, and they were all music based. And I thought, so I did a short course, and my whole thinking was, at least at the end of that, I'll have a little bit of a network, and they might know how to get on a gig. So I did the course. It was a thing that happened, but then did a gig. The first gig that I did was at Fresh Friday Comedy at Voltaire.
Oh yes, that was before my time, I believe, or wrapping up as I was.
Yeah, it was. I think I got in on one of the last ones, and it was. My whole thing was, if I bomb, then I won't do it again. That's fine. And so I was lucky that I didn't bomb for the first few times, and here I am.
There you go.
Yeah. How about you?
Me? I've told this story 15 times, so I can do the quick.
Do it today. Yeah, today.
I'll do the quick version. But I just always have loved comedy. Always wanted to do it. Always wanted to try it. Well, the long story. Yeah, I mean, you can read the whole thing in this month's Forte magazine or in NT News. No, I'm joking. You can though. But basically, always wanted to try it. I did the same course that you did as well, because I did the exact same reasons. I had no idea how to get on to a gig. I did go check out a few open mics, and I thought, and justifiably so, I can't be worse than everyone, which was kind of gave me a bit of confidence. Did the course with the goal of just doing it once and ticking it off the bucket list. I had no ambition of becoming, sure, I'd love to, but I'd had no real thoughts that this could be a pathway to a different career. I did one gig, it went well. I did another gig, that went well. Go on repeat. I mean, there's some bombs in there as well, but I wasn't the worst one on every lineup that I did, which gave me a bit of confidence. And the way I likened it today to all my friends at the Geelong Comedy Festival, Geelong Comic and Toy Fair. Oh my God.
Big day.
It's like when you get that first comic and you're like, I love this comic, and you get another one, you get another, before you know it, you start selling comics or drawing comics and those kind of things. That's what happened to me. It was a snowball effect that I just got addicted, couldn't stop getting on stage, that pursuit to get better. And here I am.
Yep. Great. I did get asked a question on Thursday night in Frankston.
Okay.
The guy's name's Mark.
Was it in the Hungry Jack's car park?
No, it was at intermission. So it was this guy. He's a bit of a fan, and so if I'm doing a gig there, he'll rock up, sit at the front. Loves it.
Love that.
And this gig I was on in the first half, and he was just baffled by this. And he's just do you get over watching other comedians? Does it annoy you? What annoy? He was just going down. He's just he couldn't figure out that I wasn't closing the show. So does watching comedy annoy you? What annoys you? Do you get over it and bored with it? Because he couldn't understand that I was still there watching the show. He's like, why are you here?
Understand that. I don't get over watching comedy. Most of the people we perform with, if not all of them, we have some kind of relationship with. Often we're on the same lineup with good friends, or maybe a comedian you haven't seen in a while. So for us, everyone's set's always evolving and jokes are changing for the most part. So no, I don't get annoyed watching gigs. If it's a, excuse the term, shitty open mic or something, and I saw the same show last night, maybe I'll go home after my set. But something like that. I'll stick around. I'll have a beer. I'll watch the Nash. I was there all night on Friday night. I'll stick around and watch. You mentioned something interesting, something that does annoy you, which has become prevalent in my life over the last week or so, is what we call in the biz sticky feet, which is when people run over their allotted time. So if you've got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, that's the only thing that really, really annoys me, is because I feel it's a little bit disrespectful to everyone else on the lineup, disrespectful to the audience as well. If there's a lot of comedians on, they're getting tired. Maybe they want to go home, but that's probably the only thing when I'm watching that might boil me potato. What about you, Dools?
Yeah, look, probably similar in the first part. It's probably changed a little bit since being a dad. So, I mean, most of the time, if I'm not hosting the show, I'm generally later in the show anyway. But I prefer to go first because it's the hardest part of the show. And then, you know, if I have to leave, I can leave. But I generally try and stay wherever possible. And, you know, if things are pretty settled at home, sometimes I'll leave because I have to go to another show, which is a thing. But I don't do that too much. You know, because there's probably a few things. It's like you want to support your mates. You want to make sure that, you know, like they've got an audience, because some gigs they don't. Some gigs, you know, especially in the colder months, there's less people coming out to shows, especially at some of those ones where it's a bit more like, you know, a shitty open mic where I might be there to work on stuff, and it's, you know, I like having an audience. So you want to return the favor and catch up, and, you know, people will ask for thoughts and things on their material and new bits, and might have a tag and stuff like that. So that's a certain thing that I'll do. And things that you do get over. Yeah, sticky feet, like running the clock drives me nuts. Generally, if you're on last, you're allowed to. You know, like generally that's a thing. Some bookers and promoters might say like a loose set. And then if it's a loose set, my sort of thing is, so say it's a loose 10-minute set, I would say once you're hitting 13, it's time to wrap it up. Like, you know, you got 2 to 3 minutes. If it's a tight set, you might have 30 seconds on either side. But yeah, and I've seen it more and more in the last couple of months in particular, especially in Victoria and in Melbourne, where comedians will, if it's a 10-minute set, they'll be doing 17, 18. Like, you know, we saw it a lot the other night. Yeah, so that's really quite frustrating, especially if that comedian's not doing well, because then they're just kind of sucking the vibe out of the room for whoever's on next. And there's a few people who have a reputation for doing that. So that's something that annoys me. And when comedians are not prepared, and they'll do what else can I talk to you about line on stage, like that's something, it's a little thing, but that's like, even if it's an open mic, if it's an ambush gig, just be a professional. You know, they're little things that make you stand out. And so, like, if I'm at a gig and I see someone do that, it's like, cool, I'm never going to put them on any of my shows. Because they're like, I can't trust you to be prepared. There's people there who are giving you their attention, their time, sometimes their money. Be professional.
Yep. Love that. Good feedback. All right. Do you want to talk some sports?
Wow, what are 33.5 mins in? That's not
bad for us.
That's not bad. Let's go with the big one. UFC today. Quillan Salkilld knocked the head off Nasrat. Very kick heavy. I'm not even attempting his surname. Haqparast.
Yes.
Nasrat Haqparast. Not sure. But he knocked his head
He's not sure what his last name is either at the moment.
So like in fighting, I get asked this a little bit in the fight, like, what does it feel like when you knock someone out? And it's a great feeling, but sometimes there's some knockouts where it goes from being a great feeling to like the worst feeling, because then it's like, oh, this person's still unconscious a couple of minutes later, and whoa, Quillan sent him to the dream dimension. So surely he got the bonus for that.
How could he not? But 10 days notice as well, gets a call up. I don't know, where was the fight?
No idea.
No idea where it was, but just walks up first round. Whoop-pow!
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive stuff. And he's on a bit of a streak now as well, and an impressive streak.
He's very good. He's very well coached, and he can fight on 10 days' notice because he's always in the gym.
Yep.
His coach, Romel Luistro, very good coach. He's a very funny man. And, he's always like, yeah, we're ready to go. Like 10 days, like, we'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Love that.
We love that.
I'll tell you who else was prepared. The Matildas beat Wales 2-1 in Cardiff as Sam Kerr makes her successful return from injury. She's been coming off the bench, but she did her first hour on the pitch. They doubled Cardiff's score. Cardiff had 1. They had 2. That's twice as many soccer points. So that's very impressive. Did you catch any of this, Dools?
No, I didn't. But I have been, paying attention to Sam Kerr. She's been out for so long, there's a lot of like, is she gonna She almost at that point where it was too long that people forget how good she was. This was so long ago.
Yep.
So it's good to get her back out there running amok against the Wales. What's their Wales nickname?
Surely the Dragons, because they got the coolest flag. They got like a dragon on the flag, don't they?
Oh, I mean, I thought it was going to be the sperm.
The what? Very good. The sperm. That's my Welsh impression.
Accent.
Welsh.
Yeah, Welshie.
All
On your Welshie. Team Australia is heading to the finals of the 2025 Hanwha. Is that Hanwha?
Yep.
Hanwha
Sure.
LIFEPLUS International Crown against the US.
Oh, are you pumped for this or
I'm
what, Dools?
so excited.
Who's your favourite participant for Australia in these finals, do you think?
I'm a big fan of Moana Hope.
Oh, yes. I'm a big Moana fan as well. I've got, because the 2025 Hanwha LIFEPLUS International Crown is, of course, in what sport?
Fencing. There's a crown. That feels like something that they'd compete for.
Our Aussie girls are in the finals against the US in some kind of Golf World Cup type situation. This is legit. Our girls, Steph Kyriakou, she's in there.
We love Steph.
Lee's in there. A couple of others that escape my name, but this is actually quite a big deal for Australian golf. We're at the top right now, along with the US. The final, I don't know when that is, at some kind of match play type situation, but that is not only there's 4 per team. I don't know how the scoring works. I assume they hit golf balls for around 18 holes. But the fact that we've got Minjee Lee, who's well in the top 10, Steph, who's well in highly ranked, and a couple of others. This is a very impressive feat for our Australian lady golfers. So I think that's today. We're recording on a Sunday for everyone listening tomorrow on Monday. So we don't know who's won yet. Drop us a message when you find out. But
what does Hanwha make?
Fences.
Yeah.
Ironically.
There you go.
It's a fencing company, which is very good. Australia beats India in the second ODI, which stands for One Day International, because I'm a huge cricket fan, in Adelaide to clinch a 3-game series. Any thoughts on this?
Didn't even know it was on.
Neither did I. And I was just in Adelaide this week.
I think that cricket should push the One Day Internationals more than the 2020.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the One Day Internationals just had so much, it had a little bit more tension, but wasn't, long enough. Wasn't like a test match where it could go for 3 to 5 days. It wasn't over in an hour, like a 2020 game. It just went for 1 day, and it was a good time. Big fan of them. Bring them back. Make them more of a thing.
Love it.
I reckon.
Just fact checking here. Hanwha Solutions Corporation is a multinational energy services, petrochemical and real estate development company headquartered in Seoul, South Korea.
There you go.
I think we've all learned a lot today.
Yeah. I think we can see the link between them and golf.
Well, I'm assuming it's in South Korea.
It's Hanwha.
I doubt it's in North Korea.
Okay.
That would be a rough golf tournament. Just playing in dirt.
Not a lot of
How many golf courses? Do you reckon there's any good golf courses in North Korea?
I reckon because hasn't old mate gotten 18 holes in one or something?
Yeah, that is
mate
correct.
Who's never done a poo before.
Pretty good. There's the Pyongyang golf course there, but Kim Jong II shot a 38 under, including 11 holes in one there once.
Wow.
So, which is a pretty incredible round of golf when you think about 11
wild.
holes in one.
Should have been a golfer.
Oh, cool. He should be upgraded to Kim Jong the First.
Yeah.
If you hit those kind of numbers, that's fantastic.
Kim Jong first on the leaderboard. Australia's Matthew Hauser. That's a good name. Matthew Hauser has won the Men's World Triathlon Championship Series. Oh, that's a mouthful. In Wollongong, the Gong.
The Gong, baby.
Ending a 15-year drought for Australia. Wow.
Pretty impressive. 15 years. I remember growing up, it was Trevor Hendy, these types of...
Is that a triathlon or an Ironman? Trevor Hendy, I think, is Ironman.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, you might be right.
Triathlon's like an Ironman, but not in the ocean.
Exactly. But 15 years, that's a pretty long... We've not traditionally been good at this type of Ironman triathlon stuff, but Matthew Hauser's come in and ended a 15-year drought. What's the longest drought you've ever had, Dool?
Oh, nearly 15 years. Have you ever done a triathlon?
Absolutely not. I don't know what the singular of a triathlon is, but I haven't done one of those things.
An athlon.
And I've never done an athlon. I've never swum
a monothlon.
I've never rode a monothlon. I've never ran one athlon before. What about you?
I did.
Yeah,
I did a triathlon. And so, I used to be a very good swimmer. So at the end of the swim leg, which is first, I go swim, bike, run. End of the swim leg, I was first.
Sorry, can I interrupt? Is that how every triathlon works?
I think so, yeah.
It seems like a dumb way to set up a Shouldn't you finish with a swim and wash it all?
So.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. So you've finished the swim leg?
Yep. I was in front by like a minute.
Wow.
Which is a huge amount of time.
Yeah, in a triathlon it is.
I was a very powerful swimmer.
Do you know how long the lengths were?
Oh,
Was it a lot?
It wasn't that. It was like a short form one, but like long enough that you could
a kilometre.
Run up a minute.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know anything about like the bike side of things. Like I had a bike, so I took my own bike. I took a mountain bike.
Yep.
Because that was the bike that I owned.
Oh.
And apparently not good for like speed.
Right.
Good for mountains.
Yeah, okay.
And there were no mountains on this. So by the end of the bike leg, I was last.
What a turnaround for you. But that makes total sense. I did one of those, I don't know what you call them. Like it had a kayak.
Tough Mudder.
It wasn't Tough Mudder. I've done that before, but it was like one was like a proper long one, and there was 4 legs. You could do it yourself: a swim, a kayak, a run, and a mountain bike. But
this
proper
is a quadathlon.
Yeah, and it was super cool. But you could split it up because it wasn't just for. There were professionals and stuff there, but you could do it with your friends and take a leg. And I did the mountain biking leg. Never mountain biked before. I went down, I rented a $50 mountain bike, and I rock up there. And I'm with a mate. He's going, that thing's worth 20 grand. This thing, and they're just like, and I'm just like, could not get up a hill. I was like, dying.
Oh, you got to go up the hill.
We went from, I think the swim leg was first for this one as well, where we were last. And then to me on the bike, we were even laster.
You were more last.
We were more last. Anyway, it's fun.
I feel like in my head, it sounds like you're riding a bike up a mountain with a basket in the front. That's what
I may as well have. Oh, it was. I wasn't embarrassed. I had a good time, but yeah. I was taking the piss a little bit. This was sad. 4-time Olympic champion Ariarne Titmus announced his retirement. I don't think I said that right. Titmus announces her retirement, which came as a bit of a shock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolute.
What a legend.
Champion swimmer. And, was probably ready to, go again at the next Olympics and reclaim or keep winning the titles that she'd won previously, but had taken a year or so off and then was just like, actually, I'm just going to keep taking forever off now.
Why not? You deserve it.
Great swimmer.
Great swimmer. 2 Olympics, I believe. 8 medals all up. 4 gold. Will go down as one of the greats.
Yeah, beat the greats to win the golds. So which is good.
Well, I want to tee you up for this one, if that's all right.
Yep.
Just so you can go on a bit of a rant. The Socceroos have lost for the first time in 12 matches under Tony Popovic, falling to a 2-1 defeat against USA in Colorado. Dools, what happened?
Okay, few things. One, selection, again, not good. So he doesn't have a midfield. You got to have a midfield, all right? The midfield that he's picking, like he picked Daniel Arzani for the squad. Now, he only got on the pitch for about 5 seconds, but the fact that he was in the squad, he's not getting a game in whatever shithole country he's playing in at the moment. I think he's actually in a really nice country, but he's not actually getting game time, so it doesn't matter. You got to pick good players, Popper. Like you've had a couple of good squads recently, and then you went a bit backwards with this one. So I think as well the way that he plays, Popper, he needs a bit more industry in the middle. I like that he picked Cammy Devlin. Cammy Devlin, I think, deserves a bit more opportunity. But Ballard needs more opportunity. Like, you can't just be going to the same sort of one-dimensional players and have the same versions of them all occupying the midfield spaces. Popper, do better. And, of course, Colorado, altitude. Yeah. Probably had a little bit of an impact.
Is USA, where are they at? Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're terrible. Should we be doing better against a team like the US? Or?
Yeah, look, Australia probably should have won. There was a few chances that sort of, missed. I think I would have kept Izzo in goals. He was in great form. It was a friendly as well, so like there's nothing, on the line for it. And the Americans were very American about it and about winning and stuff like that. It's one of their players went off injured and was, what their goal score, I think, was like, if that happens again, we're going to kill you. Like you Aussies came in too hard, blah, blah. It's like, mate, grow up. Grow up.
Yuck.
Grow up, America. I'll tee you up for this one.
Yes.
Do you like Rex Hunt?
I love Rex Hunt.
Yeah, Rex Hunt would have a lot to say about this because something fishy is going on at McLaren.
It sure is, Dools. I'm telling you, they're screwing Oscar. They're doing everything they can for their little lame boy Lando. It's a new nickname, lame boy Lando. How I watched it today. We're filming on Sunday. The race is going to be tomorrow. How does Lando win the qualifying by a couple of tenths and our boy Oscar Piastri is languishing down in 7th and 8th. It doesn't make any sense. They're stuffing around with the McLaren car just to stuff over Oscar Piastri. I'm telling you, I call shenanigans. It's an absolute rort. McLaren, we've been talking about this every week, it seems like, how the team continues to screw over Oscar. But they've done it again. Something definitely, as Rex Hunt would say, is going fishy at McLaren. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Time for them to reel it in.
Do you reckon he'll go to another team next season?
I don't know if he'll go next season, but he certainly won't retire a McLaren driver, I'll tell you that. But, I mean, potentially, because I think he has some out clauses in his contract about favoritism, and there has been some weird stuff going on. So, I think maybe he might.
Fair enough.
Want to jump into a couple more in-depth subjects. I want to let you cook on this. What were your thoughts? This, I don't want to say it came out of nowhere, but was this a lackluster thrust into the spotlight for our guy? Ange Postecoglou got sacked after 8 games. What happened?
So the owner of that club is an absolute tosspot because you bring in a coach who has the exact opposite philosophy of the previous coach, but you bring him in after the transfer window, and you fired that coach who'd given the club the best result in 40 years, and you fire him 3 games into the season, which is madness. And then you bring in, at the end of the transfer window, that's closed, so let's bring in a new coach who has the exact opposite philosophy, and then statistically, they were actually doing really and improving a lot, but their set pieces really defending really cost them. They were actually trending really well, but it's all about results. And it's like, if you don't have the players for your style, then yeah.
It seems like, is it Nottingham Forest?
Nottingham Forest.
Oh my God. They're robbing Ange.
Yes.
They are robbing Ange for sure. That's not. Hey, they fire one guy very early in the season, just from an outsider looking in. You bring in a guy for 8 games. He's not the right fit, or you haven't set him up for success. Who have they got to replace him?
Sean Dyke.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. I actually don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I think that's a Sean Dyche or something. I can never
heard of him. Never bloody heard of him.
The NBA is back.
Are you pumped, Dool?
I am pumped.
It's just come back, not out of nowhere. We knew it was coming, but it was so exciting to open up the phone and see that there's a game on today. Thank you, Sportsbet, for reminding me what games are on every morning when I wake up with a text. Also to you, better. Keep setting those notifications to let me know what games to watch.
There's a gambling issue in the NBA.
What are you talking
Sponsored
about?
by DraftKings.
Yes, but I'm very excited. We won't do a full, big, deep analysis, but we're about 4 or 5 days in. I think every team's played at least once now. Your Houston Rockets.
Yep.
Winless, but looked great in the first game. How did you feel about that?
First game, we looked great. A couple of bad errors at the end, but yeah, looked great against OKC. And we're gonna, because losing Fred VanVleet, it's gonna be a little bit bumpy, as we ease like Amen Thompson's now being the point guard. Reed Shepherd barely got any court time last year. In his draft year, and now he's getting heaps of court time, so he's essentially still a rookie.
Yeah,
and that's why you got to
get some minutes in.
Some minutes in, so that when the opportunity's there, it's not as bumpy.
Exactly.
But KD's been great. Şengün's been great. Second game against Detroit, the Rockets. I think Şengün didn't shoot very well. Neither did Thompson, but
it happens.
We'll be fine.
It happens.
We'll be fine.
My biggest takeaway is that Josh Giddey is looking good. Giddy up. Giddy up on Giddey. Pretty much picking up where he left off from last year. New teams a little bit to figure out. He's not putting up as big a numbers, but steady.
Cody White's out injured.
His running mate, but he has looked very, very good to get Chicago, which everyone's picking pretty much what they do every year. 40 and 42 in the play-in type things, but to start off 2-0 against some pretty decent opposition that they weren't sort of favoured to win.
Yep.
And our boy looked very, very good. What other takeaways have you had from the first few days?
Dyson Daniels, big contract.
Huge contract.
Oh,
and he's just stopped trying.
He got the money and he's just like, cool, I'm done. Good on him. That's a big thing.
They call that, over here in Melbourne, we call that the Ben Simmons.
Yeah. He is the Great Barrier Thief, all right, on and off court. So that's been good. Jock Landale's looked all right.
Very
minutes
good.
At Memphis.
Yeah.
Tyrese Proctor.
He's getting a lot of... He was in the preseason, all that kind of stuff, but that never often doesn't for rookies carry over. But from game one, he's in with a good team. Obviously, with Garland out, that helps his minutes a little bit. But not only is he playing, but he's having an impact. He's not shooting as well as we know he can, but everyone in the NBA is better than everyone he's ever played.
Yep,
so
that's
what
true.
Can you do about that? But he's been impressive. Anyone else impressed you from the Australian side?
Matisse Thybulle's back and getting minutes.
Is he?
Matty T at the Blazers.
He's still at the Blazers. I was going to say the Blazers. All right. Well, he needs to do a lot of work if he wants to get back into the Boomers. And then a lot of other Aussies, sort of rookies on the fringes, your Roccos and all those types. But
Freddie and Furphy haven't gotten.
I was surprised that Furphy hasn't got a run. Just thought impressive. Like he can dunk and he can shoot threes. The two best shots you can put up in the NBA. But we shall see. I hope Australia's greatest dunker ever gets a little bit more of a run for the Pacers. They'll be a fun team to watch because they'll just be running around wreaking havoc. So get him in there. God, there's so much to go through. Jeremy, I'm going to pass it over to your favourite segment. It's Jeremy Dooley's AFLW Final Super In-Depth Preview.
Oh, yes. It is the AFLW Finals are on. Are they on? Have they started? They're coming up. There are AFLW finals, and I think North Melbourne is the team to beat.
Yeah, that's a good preview.
Is it?
Yeah. Also, when I wrote that down, I didn't realize that there's still another round of AFLW, so that's my bad. I probably should have saved that for next week. But that was a pretty great, super in-depth preview.
Here we go. That's there you go.
There you go.
All right, do we want to try the random player names?
Let's try it quickly because I'm so bad at it. I feel bad to anyone that listens.
All right, let's pick a different sport. Let's go
90s basketball players?
90s basketball players.
Randoms. We don't want to talk about Michael Jordan.
No stars, no all-stars, like they can be forgotten all-stars, but we don't want the superstars. We're not talking about your Jordans, your Patrick Ewings, Barkleys.
I mean, this player, when I think of random NBA 90s players, it's Rick Smits.
Oh, yeah, 7'4".
Yep. Big
center.
Block, white,
Indiana.
mullet, Indiana. Wasn't very good, but was very good, if that makes sense. Very skilled. So I'm going to kick things off with Rick Smits.
Fantastic. I'm going to go with Anthony Mason.
Oh, Anthony Mason.
Yep. He was kind of like one of your first point forwards. He was built like a brick shithouse, but very good passer, especially when he was at Charlotte.
Yep.
But also played at New York and I think Milwaukee. I'm not sure, but
love that. Yep. I was a big fan of Kendall Gill.
Oh, from the New Jersey Nets.
New Jersey Nets, Charlotte Hornets, Seattle Supersonics as well. But
NBA Jam, was he an NBA Jam?
Ooh, yes, I think he was in NBA
like
Jam. The third option. Yeah. So I was a big Kendall Gill guy.
Very nice. What about Bill Wennington?
Bill Wennington, big
wild Bill Wennington of Chicago.
A mushroom man himself.
He came off the bench to, spell the big Lucian, Luke Longley.
Yes.
And I don't know much about Bill Wennington, what he's doing these days, but I feel like he has a ranch and, tends to cattle. I don't think he could ride a horse. It would look silly.
Yep.
He's too tall, but he's got that real sort of cowboy farm vibe.
Definitely. My last one for random NBA player names, it probably falls into some type of superstar. He's not an all-star or anything like that, but and a little bit more 80s than 90s, but big fan of Spud Webb.
Oh, Spud Webb. Yeah.
Love Spud Webb.
Believe I can fly. That's good. All right, I'll go then. My last one. Linked to Spud Webb through the dunk contest, Cedric Sabalos.
Oh, he's a great player.
The Ced, great at the Lakers and at the Suns.
Yep.
He tied a blindfold around his face and did a dunk.
Yep. Good. I like that. I like that format. 3 each. If you want us to do some random player names, send us in a sport in a decade. We'd love to do that.
Yep.
Jules, everyone's favorite segment. Got a lot of feedback from your top 5 balls, which was posted up just even today. It was brought up a couple of times. Top 5 balls. What is your top 5 for today, Jules?
Top 5 sports to fall asleep to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
So,
I've got sports coming. Let's go.
So I'm thinking about being on the couch.
Yep.
Like you're on the couch, you're lying. It could be daytime, having a snooze on the couch. Can be in the evenings. Maybe you're in trouble and you got to sleep on the couch. But you chuck. So some sports don't lend themselves to falling asleep to, but some are great at it. So coming in at number 5, diving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diving's good because it's not too loud. It's pretty consistent.
Muted clap.
Yep. The commentary, they're all very sort of hush on things to not throw them off. So that comes in at number 5.
Yep.
Coming in at number 4.
Okay.
Coming in at number 4, rowing.
Yep. Rowing's a good one.
Yeah,
they do get a little bit, they amp up towards the end of some races.
But it's not because I feel like that can go with your sleep a little bit. Because if you just want to have a little nap, that little ramp up's good, but it's not a ramp up out of nowhere. It's just a slow, gradual build.
Yep.
So that's good. Coming in at number 3, Test match cricket.
Oh, the next two must be pretty boring because there is nothing that gets me napping at 3 o'clock in the afternoon like a good test match. That's a great selection.
Yep, love a test match. Great to nap to, and you can kind of like wake up. It's very soothing, like the sound of the ball hitting the bat, and especially the old school commentators.
Oh yeah,
the new commentators, they get a little bit like manufactured excitement. I'm not into that. You want to. Old school there.
Yep.
Coming in at number 2.
Wow.
Number 2. A soccer friendly.
Okay, yes. All right.
There's no heat in the game. Like,
would it ideally be 2 teams you don't care about as well?
Yep. So what you can, I have thought about this. So it's either a soccer friendly, and it can be a team that you care about, or just a generic game, 2 teams that you have no interest in. Like if Liverpool's playing, if Melbourne Victory's playing, I'm paying attention.
Yep.
But if, MacArthur Bulls are playing against Perth Glory, I'm falling asleep.
We'll get back to this in a moment. Yes, that's a good one. So soccer friendly.
Yep, so that's a good one. And coming in at number 1 of sports that are good to go to sleep to. Golf.
Yes.
Golf.
Great call.
There's a little bit of satisfaction from the hit of the ball. You get a little bit of like clap, 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 and then the commentators don't get too up and about.
Yeah. The key to a good, that's a great list, by the way. I'll start with that. I think that's the key with sports to fall asleep to. It can't just be a boring sport. It needs to have some level of interest to sort of get you sunk in and then go to sleep. If it's boring, you just get annoyed.
I'm going to change my list.
Okay.
I'm going to keep diving, but I'm going to remove rowing.
Okay.
And I'm going to add in at number 4.
It's jumped.
The Tour de France.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was initially on my list, but I forgot to scroll down. Rowing wasn't. And I was like, ugh. I grabbed at it. Tour de France. Because it's like the scenery puts you to sleep. It's like the same shit that they're doing. It's just like cyclists on this. Like nothing's happening. That's good one to go to sleep.
Great list, but I love golf and there's a lot of golf on at night as well. If you like it, if you just need something to get to sleep to at night, I love that. There's golf all the time on all of the KOs. So anytime you need to get to sleep, number 1 on the list.
Yep. I do enjoy watching an English Premier League game. I'll watch the first half, and then at halftime, I'll just shut my eyes for a little bit, and then I'm done for the rest of the game.
Loved it. And you just reminded me, Dools, we made a couple of weeks ago, we made a choice. We picked a team for the Australian Championships. We put out 4. We were given 4 teams in Victoria, South Melbourne, Avondale, Get Stuffed, Heidelberg. You can Heidel the F off. You chose the Preston Lions. We're backing in the Australian Championship.
Yep.
How are our mighty Lions? How are they going?
They had a 0-0 draw.
Oh, what? That's good.
In their round 2 game.
Great.
Round 3 game against Avondale. And then they lost to Canberra, Croatia 3-2 on Sunday the 19th.
Oh, no. So they're 0-2-1.
Yes.
Oh.
So coming up their next game.
That doesn't impress me much.
Is against I think it's Northwestern Spirit, I think.
Pick a direction. Spirit. Pick a direction, Spirit.
Yeah.
Northwestern, where are you going?
That's in 6 days' time on Sunday, the 2nd of November.
Oh, amazing.
Northwest Sydney Spirit.
Northwest Sydney Spirit. Okay. Pick a direction and stick to it. I tell you what direction you're going in. You're going south on the ladder once is it a ladder or is it a round robin?
I think it's like a groups.
You're going south on the table.
Yeah.
All right.
Up the Lions.
Up the Lions.
Come on, Preston.
We will try and get out to a game. But how long does this Australian Cup go for?
No idea.
Okay, cool. Let's wrap things up with everybody's favorite segment. It is the weekly Australian athlete power rankings.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 10, Jonah Rockets Bronson Reed. Thank you. He's a very big figure on the wrestling at the moment. He's a big part of it. So good on Bronson Reed. At number 9, He's brought it back from the dead. Matthew Hauser in the triathlon.
From the gong.
From the gong.
Hits from the gong.
Hits from the gong. Which is very, very good. In equals 7th and 8th place. They're still the damn champions of the world, so they won't be going anywhere. They need to fight soon. Oh, JDM's coming up very soon, isn't it? We've got Alexander Volkanovski and the soon-to-be out of the top 10, Jack Della Maddalena. We love you.
Yep. Do you know Hauser's coach, before he took off on his sport that he does, triathlon, they said, pick it, pack it, fire it up. You're in the gong. And then he won. That's
there
what
you go.
Yeah.
That's good coaching. At number 6, she's back. Best in the world, Sam Kerr.
Yes.
I've got after leading our mighty Matildas to a victory over Wales. At number 5, and with what's the opposite of a bullet when you're going down?
Oh, a molasses.
Gets a sucked down molasses.
A treacle.
Tumbling down the power rankings is he's been up the top for most of the year. He's one of the only ones, there's only 2 that have not left the top 10 all year. He's one of them. It's Oscar Piastri, down to 5th in the power rankings, which is crazy.
I did see he met a dog called Oscar Piastri, like P-A-W.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I should bump him up to 4th. Slowly coming down, but I'm in no rush to kick her out because she still is the reigning, defending, first-time, all-time world surfing champion, Molly Picklum.
Yes,
Guacamole.
The guac.
She's hanging in there for a while at least. Will feature very prominently in our end-of-year power rankings. At number 3 and equal number 2, our girls trying to make history over there against the bloody Yanks. It's Stephanie Kiriakou and Minji Lee in the golf, leading us to the finals in some golf tournament sponsored by South Korean conglomerate of power and resources
and construction
and several other things. So good on them. And at number 1, because he's back with a bullet. All-Star talk has already started. It's been a while since he's been in the top 10. I was like, stuff it, chuck him right up the top. Number 1 on the power rankings. It's Josh Giddey.
Yes.
He's back, baby.
The slob lord.
He's back. Stop taking photos with young-looking women, Josh. At least pick someone tall. Stop taking photos.
What he needs to do is when they come up and say, "Hey, can I have a photo?" Say, "I'll take a photo with your mum." Like that's what he should be doing.
Or take a close-up photo with her holding a driver's license in today's paper.
That's
what you should do.
Yeah, get her nan involved.
Yes, get her nan involved. She's probably still pretty young. That's my only feedback, because you're doing on court, you're killing it, but just some better life choices. What have you got on the next week? You got the same thing. I've been wearing the hoodie, or we haven't even mentioned it. Oh no, it's on this side. We've
got the Geelong Comedy Festival.
The Geelong Comedy. Do you have any other gigs, or just?
I do have other gigs, but I've got a funny one.
That'd be good for a comedy show.
Yeah, it's with Hughesy. Also in Geelong at the Gold Diggers Arms.
Yep.
The comments on that pub's page for the event.
Have you got any in front of you?
Let me tell you, people don't like Hughesy.
What?
Judge, there are 50 comments on this, and there's one that it could be considered as not anti-Hughesy.
I love Hughesy. Who's that?
Okay, Glenn Chalmers wrote, "I hope I don't win tickets to the show. I'd have to pay someone to take them off me." I just thought...
To be fair, that doesn't mention Hughesy. They could be talking about you. Who else is on the lineup?
Nathan Chin.
Okay, then maybe.
Aidan Hitchens commented on that to Glenn Chalmers. "I'll take them."
Thanks, Aidan.
David
Do you know the
Ross.
best joke ever written by a comedian?
What?
Aidan Hitchens. Do you think Amy Winehouse owns a winehouse?
That is so funny. John Watson I don't even understand this comment. 24 years ago, he was mildly funny. Then he became a lesbian.
Oh, that's so mean to say about Nathan Chin.
If I hear his voice and bogan accent for more than a few seconds, my ears vomit.
Oh, guys.
That's from Danal
Guys.
Thanos.
What are you doing that for, guys?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion at its finest. Highly isn't funny at all.
What? There's an Asian on the lineup. And a Maltese, man.
Exactly. Nifty Neville wrote, the spelling in this is tremendous. I couldn't think of anyone worse to a TOOC. It is totally past his prime. Arthur Jenkins, looks like everyone thinks you're a tool.
They are going so hard at Nathan Chin in the comment section here. He's a good comedian.
Dave Watson, about as funny as a dead rabbit.
That's pretty funny.
Dennis,
I got a ferret bit if he's interested.
Yeah. Dennis Andrews, Dave Fuckwit Hughes heading up a comedy night. That's funny.
Stop, you assholes over there.
Peter Sargison, what's the night called? Broken Rib, lol.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about a comedy legend, and that's the best thing you come up with.
And
Rude.
none of them actually have what they do. One guy is a creator, and he's starting his because I click on these profiles. What?
Who's running the gig?
What's the joke comedy?
Oh, what's the joke? They run great gigs.
They do run great gigs.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
I mean, the previous comedy gig they had there was Peter Hellier, Johnny Katz, Sonia Diorio. Great lineup.
Fantastic lineup.
And the comment is from Chris Carbone. 3 pathetic hacks there.
Oh my God, this is going to be a sick gig, isn't it?
It's going to be awesome.
When is it?
Wednesday night
Maybe
at the Gold Diggers Arms in somewhere in Geelong.
I might
Newtown.
come. I'll be in Geelong. I might come along to that one if Watsy will let me in for sure.
Yeah, come
all
on
right.
down.
I'll come down to the Gold Diggers, check it out.
And then it's the Geelong Comedy Festival. So I got a bunch of shows. I'll be doing gigs late in the evenings on the 10 for 10 at 10. But I'm doing my show Daddy Cool. I'm doing 2 different versions of it. I'm doing a day show on Friday the 31st at the National Hotel in Geelong. And that's a baby-friendly, pram-friendly lunchtime show. And then the following night on Saturday, the 1st of November, I'll be playing at Farm Dog Brewery on Little Mallup Street.
Have you been there since it's changed?
I'm not into the new look. It's not conducive to a good gig, but hey.
We'll make it. It does look good though.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but they've done it nicely.
It's classy.
I was there chatting to them. I think they're going to move a lot of stuff around and make it work.
That's what we want. But
they're very excited about the shows as well. Maybe I'll pop down and help you out just with moving prams and chairs around. I'll be running a little bit of behind the scenes stuff for you. I too will be hosting 10 comedians at 10 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Geelong Comedy Festival. 10 comedians from around the festival. You can come check out a little slither of their show and decide if you want to go see the whole thing the next day. And then on Sunday, I have my solo show. My dad tried to sue me over a joke, which I've mentioned many times on this pod. It's a story about the time my dad tried to sue me over a joke.
Whoa.
So I'll be doing that on Sunday. So I'm very excited. I love the Geelong Comedy Festival. Hoping for a ripper again this year.
Yep.
Hope to see some of you there.
It's always good. Apparently there's a really good barbecue joint in Geelong.
Okay.
So I'm keen to check that out. Wildfire Craft Barbecue.
Sounds good.
I'm going to go there at some point.
Beautiful.
So that'll be there. Look, and also too, if you're commenting and stuff like that, leave the comment. Don't send it in the DMs. Oh, we love it. We do.
We appreciate it.
Put it in the comments. That just helps the algorithm and gets us seen by more people, which
is
going to help us grow, get some special guests, do some live shows.
A bunch of new listeners as well. Listener numbers are up. If you stuck around this long, then you must be enjoying the show, or you've fallen asleep.
Probably.
But when you wake up, if you could just hit subscribe, give it 5 stars. That also helps with the algorithm a lot. But keep doing what you're doing. We absolutely love it.
Yep, we love you. Thank you so much, smugglers. We'll see you next week.
Bye.